Yes, Dickie, just 10 seconds now before they are off for the second time in this Dutch 500cc Grand Prix. Barry Sheene pushed his bike a little further back. Ken Fletcher actually ran on and wiped his visor. But now they are off. Let's see who fires first. Barry Sheene's made a superb start. Barry Sheene into the lead. Somebody else coming through very quickly. Looked like Middelburg. Barry Sheene made an excellent start, and it is definitely Barry Sheene. There still is a bit of water about. You can see the spray coming off the bikes while they go down towards the little deep corner where they drop down into first gear. And it is Barry Sheene, determined now to stamp his mark on the Dutch Grand Prix. But no, coming down on the inside is Jack Middelburg, and Jack takes the corner. Jack Middelburg, jumping Jack in the lead from Barry Sheene. In third place, didn't quite see who that was, but Franco Uncini was in fifth place. A few wobbles there. Andy Hoffman going through the picture. Graeme Crosby, I think, is still back in the race, but well down. An extraordinary sight as we see bikes on the motorway above the riders, but Barry Sheene is second place behind Jack Middelburg, the Glazier from Holland, and we'll see the start again, so just watch Barry on bike number 7. Yes, he jumps, throws his leg over the bike and gets an excellent start. Jack Middelburg also came through well. Barry on the red, black and white Yamaha. The OW60 model takes the lead, but he held the lead only briefly. But I suspect that he will be charging hard to get past Jack Middelburg again. This is the first lap of the restart. Remember, this race is now 10 laps. 2 races will be added together. There is Middelburg, there is Sheene. Kenny Roberts seems to be taking it a little cautiously after that fall. Middelburg and Sheene have broken away from the rest. Just caught a quick flash in the third and fourth, and it looked like Randy Mamola in fourth place. Randy getting his confidence back after those series of mishaps in previous Grand Prix. And just look how close Jack Middelburg's knee gets to the ground as he takes that right-hander. He knows and respects Barry Sheene as a fierce competitor, and isn't it good to see Barry Sheene so well up again this year? Sheene, after that brilliant ride in Argentina, one of his best ever races, was just pipped to the post there by Kenny Roberts. Randy Mamola, I think I saw it moved up into third place just off the picture. Barry tying a slightly different line there. He's won this race before, he knows the track. In fact, he has told me in the past that Assen is his favourite racing circuit. Well, it will definitely be his favourite after today if he can win this one. Coming round for the end of the first 4.77 miles that constitute the first lap. Jack Middelburg on bike number 4. Barry Sheene on bike number 7. Jacks his weight across the bike. Into that tight right-hander. Down to second gear. Accelerates out. Into the chicane. So Jack Middelburg past the new pits complex. The Dutch fans waving and cheering, all 140,000 of them, and they really have pulled away for the rest of the field. Barry Sheene in second place. Now, will Barry try at this first gear corner after the left sweeper to take the lead? Franco Uncini looks as if he'd moved up to third place. And there is Kork Ballington in fifth. Kenny Roberts, Graeme Crosby, and the rest going through the field. Mark Fontana. There is Marco Lucchinelli, the world champion. Marco on the 3-cylinder Honda. Doesn't look as if Freddie Spencer took the restart. Ron Haslam just going through the picture on the 4-stroke Honda. Philip Coulon also in there towards the back. Well, Barry Sheene hounding on this second lap. Jumping Jack Middelburg. Definitely the hero of these fans. Well, this is a very nasty section here where they sweep right, left, and then take this sweeping right-hander, the Assen broken corner. Now, is Sheene waiting to pounce, or is he going to play a waiting game? Well, the fans are cheering Jack Middelburg, but they are also cheering Barry Sheene. Barry Sheene very popular here. If he keeps it in tight, he might just be able to snap it out of there quickly and get the power down. And Jack Middelburg almost loses it. Barry Sheene definitely on the limit as well. Franco Uncini in third place. Fourth, it looked like Randy Mamola. Uncini trying again on this second lap. Trying to get past Jack Middelburg, the local hero. Jack Middelburg, the man who has been lent just for this one race for factory Suzuki, and will Suzuki keep him in the squad? I rather suspect after a performance like this they will. Just pops a little wheelie. Barry pops a little wheelie. Cranks it over right. Watching all the time for those damp patches where if you turn the power on the 125 brake horsepower so too quickly with a twist of the wrist, then you'll be off over the bubble and into the hay bales. But Barry Sheene is too experienced for making a mistake like that, but Jack Middelburg isn't, and Jack Middelburg is down the road. He looks as if he's all right. Jack Middelburg just put the power on too quickly. And oh dear, look at the fans, and they're clapping him. Well, Jack Middelburg made a mistake there, and he's off uninjured, and Barry Sheene into the lead, and there is Barry Sheene as we complete this second lap, swooping through the corners on his Yamaha. And let's look at Jack Middelburg just taking that fall again. Barry hounding him. In slow motion we see Jack on the HB Suzuki. And there, high-sided, it went over the top. The bike just missed him. Jack fell round the road. Barry's on the brakes hard, but fortunately Jack goes away off the track. Well, maybe Jack Middelburg won't get that Suzuki ride after all. So excitement here at the Dutch TT. Barry Sheene in the lead. And with that news, let's go back to you, Dickie Davis, in the studio. Second gear for Barry Sheene. Barry Sheene leading from Franco Uncini. Franco Uncini keeping a watching brief, but seemingly unable to really challenge Barry. Barry will know from his pit signals exactly where Uncini is, just 2 seconds in the van. But will Uncini make a late charge? This is lap 7 of the 10 in this second part. And Barry, of course, needs to pull away as much as he can from Uncini, because it looks as if they're going to have to add the times together to get a final result. And hopefully Barry's pits are telling him that. Uncini knows he doesn't have to overtake Barry to win. If he can finish on Barry's back wheel, that's good enough. But it looks as if this time Barry has pulled away a little bit. Graeme Crosby in third place, being challenged now by Kenny Roberts. So we've got a Yamaha, Suzuki, 2 more Yamahas, and indeed 3 more Yamahas, because Poop Van Dolman is after Kenny, and Kenny really trying hard to get past Graeme Crosby for third place. Graeme, the Kiwi, you see his bike patched up because he too took a tumble in the first rain-stopped race. Kenny also took a tumble. I still think there'll be quite a bit of arguing about this afterwards, the fact that riders were allowed to re-continue after they crashed. There'll be a lot of reading of the rule books and maybe the odd protest to the FIM, but at the moment what we're interested in is the action out on the track, not the action in the FIM jury. And it is still Barry Sheene leading from Franco Uncini. Then this pair, Graeme Crosby, the New Zealander, on his Agostini Yamaha. And in fourth place, that is Kenny Roberts on bike number 3, the unique V4 Yamaha. Seven laps completed now. Graeme Crosby in third place, crosses the line in front of his friend and rival from America, Kenny Roberts. Fortunately, the rain has held off in the second part. Rain has caused such chaos in the first. And the fans are waving Boot Van Dolman on as he battles with Kork Ballington, the Rhodesian, who became a South African champion. There's Boot Van Dolman. Kork Ballington with the green Meanie 500 Kawasaki. Takes a look behind him. Sees Randy Mamola and Mark Fontaine. Then, despite that little incident, Takazumi Katayama is still in 8th place. Through the sweeping tree-line Mandike section again. Up to about 140, 150 miles an hour. Cranking it right through the Ossenbroken corner. Then down towards the Beanslang. Has overtaken Barry Sheene. Well, what a disappointment for the British fans. And Sheene is first and pulling away from Barry Sheene. I don't know if Barry Sheene had a moment. We didn't see it on camera. But it is definitely Uncini, the new leader. The caption confirms it. Franco Uncini looking for his third win of the season. Takes another look behind Barry Sheene, pops a wheelie. And a lot of smoke coming from Uncini's bike. Saw a puff of blue smoke. Is Uncini in problems? Well, he's still got his head tucked well under the bubble. Franco Uncini won 2 Grand Prix already this year. Will this be his third? Well, he takes another hasty look behind him. There is Franco Uncini. Well, if Franco wins this one, he will indeed be the winner overall. Kenny Roberts with a first, and it looks like a third place. Franco Uncini will have a first and a second, which will give him the overall victory on points. Franco Uncini on the bike number 10, the blue Roberto Gallina prepared Suzuki. Gallina certainly knows how to prepare these machines. He produced a world champion before in Marco Lucchinelli, and it looks as if he's going to produce another one in Franco Uncini. But Graeme Crosby is certainly giving Franco a chase. Franco Uncini crosses the line and wins it, so Franco Uncini is the winner. Graeme Crosby in second place. Kenny Roberts comes home third. And look at Barry Sheene. Is this Barry Sheene? Can Barry make fourth place? Yes, Barry Sheene just makes fourth place.
Well, in fact, after the 2 races have been added together and the points totals have been added together, Andrew Mannett really did get his sums right eventually, because the winner was Franco Uncini. In second place was Kenny Roberts, and third was Barry Sheene, although he was fourth in that final race there. The World Championship after 6 rounds. Franco Uncini leads now, a clear lead of 3 points over Kenny Roberts.